You smell that? I think I smell bullshit.
Yep, here we are with PlayStation's brand newest disaster.
Which sadly is saying a lot.
Sony, or PlayStation I guess you want to call them just to make it more simpler on us, recently decided to throw their head for no goddamn reason into the online hero whatever kinda Call of Duty bouncy whatever you call it thingamajig shooter. And with this came one of their biggest disasters yet. Concord dropped, and I genuinely debated whether to do a video on this or not, but I mean, hey, why not? So Concord came out, and yeah, it was a flop for many different reasons. The first reason being the fact that, well, honestly, be honest with me, how many of these goddamn shooters do we have? The gaming market is goddamn saturated with these hero shooters, or whatever shooters you want to call them. I mean, genuinely majority of these shooters you could just get free nowadays. You want a shooter? Well, I have a few ideas right here that you could play instead of this. And also, it didn't look that well either. I mean, majority of this game is a bunch of random nobodies with weird looks that are trying to be quirky, but end up coming off as cringy. No joke, I went to the hospital after trying a match of this, it was scary, I saw white. But also, this kind of just proves my point about where we are in the game industry today. We are genuinely at a time where companies are a-okay with just dumping cash in random online shooters with no thought, care, or really creativity into them. It kind of proves my point I've been saying for a while about how we need to have gaming from the way it was back then in my time. When I was a kid growing up, there was a lot of games that had to do with genuine care, creativity, or was just a fun single-player experience, which there was nothing wrong with. But for some reason, we're not allowed to have those things anymore. Many popular streamers and gamers will literally bite the head off of anybody who tries to make a simple platforming experience, or somebody who tries to make just a fun little simple story game will get their fucking nuts ripped off with their own teeth. Trust me.
It is not pleasant.
So with the way gaming is now, where if I try to make a game that is from my time that I like, I'll either get shit on or made fun of for the fact that it's too repetitive, or too old school, or whatever the hell reviews they'll make fun of for a simple idea. We end up getting stuck in a world where for some reason every single thing is about online gaming. Now hey, I've dabbled in online games before, but they've never been my number one favorite. Hey, when I play games, I like to have an experience. I like games where they are wild, they're different, they're fun, they have creativity. I mean, some of my favorite titles of all time is still around the Spider-Man games, the SpongeBob platforms we grew up with, Wolfenstein, and all sorts of different shooters. What can I say? I like a story and an experience. But when majority of gaming today is just a required online server, online matches only, and the fact that you have to constantly do nothing but the same exact matches over and over and over, and that's the only experience I'm allowed to get, what the hell are you guys complaining about repetitiveness when you compare this to games like Ghost of Tsushima? I'm sorry, but online seems more repetitive. Anyways, enough of my bitching for my cock getting stuck in a sling, so my final thoughts on this game. Is the game horrible? I wouldn't say that. In my opinion, the game is the exact same as any other online-only shooter I have seen in the past few years. If you've played Paladins, if you've played Overwatch, you've played this game already. Even that new shitty-ass Marvel Rivals coming out, I don't like due to the fact that it's just the same shit again, and it's kind of sad to see Marvel's license get used for something so simple and repetitive. But hey, that's just my thoughts. Concord is one of the biggest failures of all time. I mean, for you to waste this much time and money on a game just for it to immediately tap out when it's close to the finish line is sadly embarrassing, but a very harsh reality check for Sony and the games they should be making. Sony used to give us crazy experiences like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Uncharted, but now they kind of just given up to follow the Xbox model. And come on, how well has that been doing for Xbox?
But hey, if you like these type of games or thought they were fine, or if Concord you thought was alright and you didn't think it was a disaster or anything, that's totally okay too. I mean, you're watching the guy that to this day plays old PS2 ports of classic games, or plays Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. You don't got much competition here. But anyways, hope you enjoyed, and if my nose isn't deceiving me, I'll be seeing you next time when it's close to Halloween.